We are not makers of history. We are made by history. Human progress is neither automatic nor inevitable. Every step toward the goal of justice requires sacrifice, suffering, and struggle, the tireless exertions and passionate concern of dedicated individuals. Whatever your life's work is, do it well. A man should do his job so well that the living, the dead, and the unborn could do it no better. Our scientific power has outrun our spiritual power. We have guided missiles and misguided men. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. We must develop and maintain the capacity to forgive. He who is devoid of the power to forgive is devoid of the power to love. There is some good in the worst of us and some evil in the best of us. When we discover this, we are less prone to hate our enemies. A nation that continues year after year to spend more money on military defense than on programs of social uplift is approaching spiritual doom. A genuine leader is not a searcher for consensus but a molder of consensus. Cowardice asks the question, is it safe? Expediency asks the question, is it politic? Vanity asks the question, is it popular? But conscience asks the question, is it right? And there comes a time when one must take a position that is neither safe, nor politic, nor popular, but one must take it because it is right. That old law about an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind. The time is always right to do the right thing. Peace is not merely a distant goal that we seek, but a means by which we arrive at that goal. Never forget that everything Hitler did in Germany was legal. He who passively accepts evil is as much involved in it as he who helps to perpetrate it. He who accepts evil without protesting against it is really cooperating with it. All labor that uplifts humanity has dignity and importance and should be undertaken with painstaking excellence. Man must evolve for all human conflict a method which rejects revenge, aggression and retaliation. The foundation of such a method is love. There can be no deep disappointment where there is not deep love. I refuse to accept the view that mankind is so tragically bound to the starless midnight of racism and war that the bright daybreak of peace and brotherhood can never become a reality. I believe that unarmed truth and unconditional love will have the final word. Whatever affects one directly, affects all indirectly. I can never be what I ought to be until you are what you ought to be. This is the interrelated structure of reality. History will have to record that the greatest tragedy of this period of social transition was not the strident clamor of the bad people, but the appalling silence of the good people. A man dies when he refuses to stand up for that which is right. A man dies when he refuses to stand up for justice. A man dies when he refuses to take a stand for that which is true.